Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. One of the topics that is buzzing in the social media landscape, in the news and in a real life, is of an incident that took place where it is alleged, well confirmed, that a dancehall artist known as Kuala, up and coming, don't even bust none of the business, but full of hype, like most dancehall artists. It is said that him put him hands pretty much gave this girl a royal clothings picture of him, picture of the girl on the screen as I speak. So I am going to let you hear what actually took place based on one of the persons that was there, a lady giving everything in intricate details. Take a listen, take a look.
We did on a shoot, we did do a scene in a Portmore, and then we go in a Kingston to do the other shoot. Anyways, we did it, we not change it. One of the VIXEN, she have asthma, so she had tell Quilla cousin say him cannot smoke around her and thing. The cousin start be disrespectful, then Quilla step in and start be disrespectful. Anyways, a Chulup's book way, so Chulup's and Quilla start cuss. Quella I be very disrespectful. So I say to him, say, no, the whole of we decide, say, we are stop shoot, we are going we yard. Because Chulup say she are going for yard, we are going for it too. Say, well, we want to change for go home, because we say, we decide, say, we now do the next scene. Anyways, me did it, and I say to him, say, Quella, you can't go outside, more go change. See the blood clot bathroom, the girl. Then him look at me and say, oh, Chin. Sorry, Chin, you know this me from night, sorry. Anyways, me no say nothing. Him still there with him bag of fuck, we a chat and I really like him, want disrespect the whole of we and thing. So me say to him, say, no man, as of tonight, me look down upon you with your disrespect them. Go suck your mother, girl. So me say, go suck back your mother. Him tell me about my mother, and me tell him back about him. Him come out of the room, and him come back in the room, and him start thump me up in my face. The man start give me some thumping on my face. All because him tell me about him mother and me tell him about him. Everybody will ask if me know Quella. No, me don't know Quella. The second time me I do a shoot for Quella, me don't know Quella personally.
So people, at first I said a lady that was actually on the scene. This was the actual lady that got the royal clothings. So you're hearing from the horse's mouth herself. And this lady has no reason to lie. Based on what we saw in the videos and pictures that are circulating on social media, obviously I cannot show because of YouTube's policy. What makes it even worse is that after the incident, this man has been on the run. So the police them a look for him. However, it is the response of his people, his fans, after this lady came out and gave her side of the story. And of course, there are always 2 to 3 sides of the story. Kuala's side, the victim's side, and then the truth. So people, I want you to take a listen, take a look to a response of a young lady that pretty much echoes the sentiments of most dancehall fans for their artists. They're always wrong and strong. Take a listen, take a look.
Hey, big pussy girl, take down your doggy's thing now and go suck your mother and put up your doggy. Say doggy should have bust out your face. Big pussy waist girl. You know, say you're a big waist girl. You have to call this or you have to call my artist waist man. You're a big waist girl, man. You're big, you fuck. Big pussy girl, you suck a bag of
Fresh drop.
The artist don't beat you good. The artist should have used a bat now and beat out your blood clot. Your pussy big like your world. Your pussy big like your 10C when meet up. You're so like dog. You're hungry, fuck. You're hungry, girl.
Fresh drop.
You're hungry, girl. You ever get apply for do a blow job yet? Make me give you one. Cause you look like you want give dog is a blood clot blow job. Big girl, go suck your mother waist, girl.
So people, like I said, wrong and strong. The artist, Dep on the Run, has not apologized for his deeds. And then his fans, which are like a lot of dancehall fans that support these demented, delusional, evilous, wicked artists. So she's pretty much rubbing salt in the wounds of this lady that is distressed and abused. Only in a Jamaica, only in a dancehall. These youths have a whole bunch of talent, but that is about it. Nothing else, no morals, no scruples, no etiquette, none at all, 0 pieces of ish. And this is yet an perfect example. point blank, end period.
Persons who are wearing balaclavas, masks, we capture that. The masks and balaclavas pose a problem for the citizen to identify who was the perpetrator. So we have had instances where a citizen complained that an officer hit him. When we investigate the matter, the officer got off that assault, but he ended up being charged for taking some steps to obstruct us. Section 33 of the Indicom Act says any action that seeks to hinder or obstruct the investigation, you can be charged. In our stakeholders consultation, we bring them, we identify the case numbers, give them the information, the details, but believe you me, that is a serious offense.
So the next thing that is popping in the news is the verbal tit for tat as it pertains to members of the upper hierarchy of the JCF, Security Minister, Justice Minister, specifically Dr. Horace Chang, piece of ish. Is that he is saying that Indicom needs to mind their business. Indicom does not make the rules and protocols as it pertains to the JCF. Indicom came out and they spoke about police officers wearing masks, balaclava, police officers doing a whole bunch of things, don't have any sorts of badge number, no identification. However, when they do their deeds, they get away with it because people can say, yeah, him and him have a big nose or a cassie eye or whatever the case is. So Indicom say what they have to say as it pertains to the body cameras. And I want you to take a listen, take a look to what Dr. Horace Chang has to say as it pertains to his response to Indicom and the body cameras.
The missive that our police officers are out there shooting down people willingly is wrong, it's a lie, and we must not tolerate it. And the officers in the Indicom who perpetrate that mission, who have some heritage from UK, come from a country which set the stage. That mission, we have changed that philosophy. We have changed it by the policy and the person that carried out. And the men and women of this police force is not involved in anything of that activity. And I find it very annoying and look at that just even buying that message. And my comment today is very simple. Nobody in the society at any level, whether press, judiciary, priesthood, or otherwise, have the right to instruct the police in operation. Absolutely nobody. They are law enforcers. If they breach, they will be investigated. But nobody have the right to instruct them how to perform their operation. Body cameras is part of police equipment. Therefore, their deployment is the responsibility of the police. Indicom is an independent body. They have no right to tell the police how to police. And they don't have the skill set to do it. What they're supposed to do is investigate where there's a perceived error. And if the police interferes with in their investigation, the police will be held accountable. And that is what they should do. And nobody interferes with their operation. There is no interference in the ability of Indicom to investigate any case. They have no right to tell me how to run the operation. When they point, they go that the police are not hoping to make noise around the police. They hope to kill them. But that their police are better trained, better equipped, and will take them out when they engage them. I have no pause for that. Better way. Finding the killers has proven very effective by the police, and because they have the intelligence, they are equipped, and as the commissioner said, a policy of focused deterrence, which means getting the right intelligence, identifying the killers, and going after them and tracking them down. But there are also a few behind it who organizes the killers, who seek to engage young men and divert them into criminality. And I want to say from this platform, the police is aware of them. They know some of them. They think they're smart and they stay far from the trigger. But when they catch them, we'll get sustainability and a low crime rate when we get rid of them out of the society.
Now, people, this is my disclaimer. And I hear people that say, which side are you on? Are you on the side of the JCF? Are you on the side of criminals? Well, a lot of members of the JCF are criminals, including the speeches of some of the upper hierarchy members. So if you ask if somebody is a criminal, they are the criminals. I am not the one that is out here doing the deeds, violating persons' human, civil rights, and abuse of power. So if you want to question me, maybe you have to question the person, looking at the mirror and look upon who is doing the bad deeds. So here's the thing. In America, the 50 state them, everybody, police, have to wear body camera. If you do not have your body camera, especially when you get in situations, then you will have to answer to it. You are going to be reprimanded. So if a place like America, and I am not saying that the system there is perfect, it is not just America, most first world countries, they use these body cameras to protect themselves and give a true reading of exactly what took place, because it is not Photoshop, it is not edited, it is clear as day. So why is it? What would be the reason with police in Jamaica not wanting to wear the body camera, with the exception of cover-up? So you hear Dr. Horace Changa say, well, they have to implement the full system. But how long does it take? We've seen that they were given at least a couple of hundreds of body cameras. And none of these missions that we've heard about are seen. We've heard that there's any sorts of recording. So why do you think that is? Reasoning about things commonsensically. It is because there is some reason for cover-up. They don't want their deeds to be showed. So therefore, them know say, them going out there for abuse their power, know that they are violating the rights of persons. So therefore, if there is no videotape, then there is no evidence, because it is going to be their word against the person who is the alleged victim. And again, my disclaimer, because I realize that some of you persons are retarded in the brain. It is all about justice. It is all about doing the right thing. If you have a problem with justice, truth, and right, then that is a problem that you have. I have a problem with bringing forward the truth. And if you have a problem with the truth, then you don't like justice. It is simple as that. And obviously, it seems as if Dr. Horace Chang, along with a lot of these police, don't believe in justice. They believe in hiding behind the badge, hiding behind the vocative, wrong and strong, facilitating the FUCKRY of the police hierarchy, so that they can get away with their deeds and criminal act. And remember, that is a polar opposite description of their job, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is my reaction to the pictures of that 13-year-old that it is said was held down or hold by this man that was riding a bike that she was on. Him tried to hold her down and jump over our fence. She resisted, and he resorted to giving her some clothing with the machete. Now, people, I saw that one picture when the police came for her and she was laying on her back, and it looks as if her hand was almost taken off. But then I got maybe about 7 or 8 more pictures. In these pictures, it is even more graphic. And obviously, I cannot show it because of YouTube's policy against stuff like that. Now, people, when we look on them picture, I may have said to myself, then hold on a minute. How is it that this 13-year-old get into a predicament where she's by herself with this man that is a bike taxi driver? And it seems as if there's more than meets the eyes. Based on information that I am getting, it is said that this little pitney, she no listen, she run away a couple of times and the mother can't control her. Well, people, here's the thing. I understand, say you have some rogue little pitney that is out there and them just bad like yours. But a lot of times it is the foundation that these children grow up in. That means that them grow up in some dysfunctional home. So then the discipline is not there. You can't straighten the child when the child done break and bend and broke. So I cannot blame the mother 100%, but at sometimes mothers, parents have to take responsibility for their child, especially if you are a parent that has grown up at least a couple of children. So say the discipline starts at home. You have to break them before them broke. But it seems as if this little girl, 13-year-old, was familiar and people, truth be told, and not to justify this girl does not look like the average 13-year-old. She kind of big body. So it seems as if she probably, well, not probably, it is obvious that she know the man. And maybe she and the man has been in something. And again, the man is the adult. So therefore, she's not of consenting age at 13-year-old. So therefore, this man has to be a petty. And even worse, him take it to the furthest extent in which him lim up the little girl. And people, like I said, the first picture that I got was very bad. However, the next picture them, when you see how bad it was, you have to say to yourself, poor little child, whether she was in discipline or not. Now, people, truth and the fact is that a lot of times, a lot of Jamaicans, Jamaican family, neighbors, they know exactly what is going on. They know that the relationship with these young girl and big men is nothing normal, but everybody stay mum, everybody stay quiet until it gets to the furthest extent. So I am assuming that maybe even the parents, maybe even the neighbors knew what was going on, but nobody said nothing. Nobody said, everybody remained silent, sorry. And people always remain silent until it gets to their doorstep, until it is their little boy or little girl, in this case, gets taken advantage of and then get lim up. People, it is a very sad state of affair. And this is a next perfect example. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called, why Jamaicans so dishonest? Why Jamaicans so thief? And why Jamaicans, if them get an opportunity, them are going to seize the moment as it pertains to being dishonest. I am speaking about a video that has been making its round on social media that is said to have taken place in a Fairview that is in Montego Bay behind Socorro restaurant. Don't know where that is and which part it there. Now, people, I am going to show you this video. I want you to take a listen, take a look at exactly what took place. So obviously, the person's passenger or driver of a motor vehicle mistakenly left their purse on the back trunk of the car. So this lady that was passing by, don't know if she saw when the lady took out the purse and forget it on the trunk, or she just passed and saw the purse on the trunk and decided that she was going to seize the opportunity. Take a listen, take a look to this not so beautiful bean footage, and then I'll give my piece. So people, you saw the video, you saw that she looked around, make sure that the coast is clear. However, she did not realize that on the coast there's a thing that is called the eye in the sky. OC camera, OC CCTV that captures footage once it is working properly. And obviously, in our places like Fairview, there's all sorts of cameras in the sky, eye in the sky. Well, people, if you take a look at the screen as I speak, this is the picture of the lady that actually took up the lady's purse and then was walking away with it. Again, she did not realize that there were eyes in the sky. Now, people, this is my disclaimer. Maybe because I'm not really broke for a little while. But even when I was broke, I was always honest. As a matter of fact, I went into Western Union one time. Well, I wasn't broke then. And somebody left a brand new iPhone when iPhone just a pop off. And I took up the phone and I went to the lady and said, see, I leave your phone. And the lady looked at me with astonishment. And then a couple of days ago again, I went to a supermarket, very popular supermarket, and I saw a wallet on the ground. Wallet looked fat. One of them expensive wallet looked like it come from foreign. And I picked up the wallet and I walked over to the customer service place in the supermarket and I gave the wallet to somebody and I said, somebody dropped them wallet. And because me know say some of these employees, not to say that that employee is a thief, but me never go take no chance. So me look for the manager and me make the manager know say, say somebody drop a wallet and me drop it off to the lady over there, so I'm a pint. And apparently the lady took the wallet over to the manager. And that was that. Hopefully that person got his wallet back. Now, people, when we think about this, the things that Jamaicans do, and like I said, I don't know if it is because you're broke. If you're not walking in somebody's shoe, then you can't say how them feel or how you would react. Truth and the fact is that there are people out there that is not doing so well financially, and they still would not steal. But the average Jamaican, and I'm not going to say maybe most, if them see an opportunity where somebody drops something, them are going to step on it, even if the purse is right there. Them are going to wait till the coast is clear and then pick it up. Let me know in the comment section, what would you do if you was broke? What would you do if you have money? Or is there a difference between people that have money and people that are broke in how they handle situation? Point blank and period.